Hello dear student, hope you all are well and feeling bored staying at home for a long time. So, our school has started some online classes initiated by the head teacher along with the other teachers. Dear student, today I am going to take a class on English second paper, topics narration or speech change for the student of class 8. Dear student, let's go. At first we need to know what is narration. Look at the screen. Here I have narrated the definition of the narration. Actually, narration means language or speech change from one person to another person. Look at the following two sentences. I have highlighted, he said to me I am ill, and the following sentence, he said to me that he was ill. The first one is in direct form and the second one is in indirect form. The first one is spoken directly by the speaker, but the second one is spoken not directly by the speaker but by the third person. So, we have learned from this definition, we have to change narration from direct to indirect. My dear students, as narration is very difficult and also easy, I think. So, first we need to know the types of narration. Look at the screen. Here there are two kinds of narration. For example, direct and indirect. Direct and indirect. Look at the following sentences. I said to him, I am looking for you. This is a direct sentence. And the indirect form of this sentence is, I told him that I was looking for him. That is, the first one is direct and the second one is indirect. So, my dear students, remember, narration are of two kinds. Number one is direct, number two is indirect. Let's go. My dear student, a direct speech has two parts. One is reporting verb, we can call it in brief RV, and the other one is reported speech. Look at the screen. I have written here a line. He said to him, I am looking for you. He said to him is a reporting verb, and I am looking for you. Here this sentence is reported speech. I have mentioned it by arrow. Look carefully. My dear students, I would like to make it easy to you. Remember, if the part which is outside of the inverted comma is called reporting verb, this one. He said to him is reporting verb because it is outside of the inverted comma. But I am looking for you is a reported speech because it is in the inverted comma. So you have to remember that a direct speech has two parts. One is reporting verb, the other is reported speech. Outside of the part outside of the inverted comma is reporting verb, and the part outside of the inside of the inside of the sentence is inverted comma is reported speech. So, my dear students, we have learned here that a direct speech has two parts. One is reporting verb, the other is reported speech. Reporting verb is outside of the inverted comma and reported speech is inside in the inverted comma. My dear students, in doing speech change, we need to change both parts of the sentences. For example, reporting verb and reported speech. If we want to change this part, reporting verb or reported speech, we need to know some components of grammar. This is very important for us. Let's go. At first, we would like to change reported speech. Actually, the part which is inside in the inverted comma is called reported speech. We have to change this. We have to change this while doing direct from indirect. We have to change, especially we have to change three important grammatical items. Look at the screen. Dear students, we have to change tenses, persons, adverbs. Now, we are going to change tense. That is how to change tenses in the speech change. Look at the screen. I have mentioned here present indefinite tense. Look at the screen. This is marked by the arrow. If there is present indefinite tense, it will be changed into past indefinite tense. If there is present continuous tense, then it will be converted into past continuous tense. If there is present perfect tense, it will be changed into past perfect tense. If there is present perfect continuous tense, it will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. My dear students, look at the second part, that is past tense. Past tense will be changed within the past tense. For example, past indefinite tense I have showed by a blue colored line. Past indefinite tense will be changed into past perfect tense. Past continuous tense will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. And there will be no change. And there will be no change of past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. So easy to remember, easy to recall it. Present indefinite, past indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. And past indefinite immediately after one tense, that is past continuous, past perfect. Past continuous will be changed according to past perfect continuous tense, and there will be no change of past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. My dear students, you have to remember it. Dear students, look at the screen. There are some auxiliary verbs you know in English. We have to change here some modal auxiliaries. These are very important. For example, if there is can, it will be would. Shall, would. Shall not, should. Shall will be replaced by would. Remember it. May, might. Will, would. Have to, have to. Must, have to. In the case of must, we have to remember one thing, that if must mentions universal truth, that is, if must is a universal truth, in the case of universal truth, must will be used as must. There will be no change. My dear students, look at the screen. We are going to change person. How to change the person of the narration? For example, look at the screen. Number 1. First person of reported speech will be replaced by the subject of reporting verb. For example, look here. Yes, dear student. Look at the screen, person change. The first person of the reported speech will be replaced by the subject of reporting verb. For example, here, look at the sentence. He said to him, I am looking for you. Here, I in the inverted comma is the first person. So it will be changed according to the subject of reporting verb he. So I will be replaced by he. Second person, that is you, your, will be replaced by the object of reporting verb. Look at the following sentence. He said to him, I am looking for you. My dear students, look here. I have circled him. Him is an object of reporting verb. And I am looking for you. Here you is second person. So you will be replaced by him. Number 3. No change of third person. That is, there will be no change of third person. For example, he, she, they, any name, there will be no change of this. Dear students, there are some adverbs in English. From doing speech change, from direct to indirect, we have to change some adverb into another form. For example, here, tomorrow will be changed into the next day. Today will be changed that day. Yesterday will be changed into the day before or the previous day. My dear students, if there is this week or this month or this year, then that will be changed according to that or same week or month or year. That is, that week, that month or that year. Next week will be changed into the following week. Next month, the following month. The next year, the following year. last week will be changed into the previous week. Ago, before, now or just, then, this, that, hence, here, there, hence changes into thence. My dear students, memorize these all adverbs because you need this while doing speech change, that is direct to indirect. My dear students, now we are going to the main point, that is how to change direct sentence into indirect sentence. We have to know some rules of changing reporting verb. Today we are going to discuss about assertive sentence. Dear students, you should know that reporting verb of a sentence, direct sentence, will be changed into indirect form according to the type of sentence. We know there are 5 types of sentence. For example, assertive sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, optative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Each has different rules of changing reporting verb. Now we are going to change the reporting verb of assertive sentence. My dear student, look at the screen. I have mentioned here 2 rules. In assertive sentence, if there is an assertive sentence in the inverted comma, then the reporting verb will be changed according to this structure. Number 1, subject plus said to or told plus object plus that. This structure, we have to use this structure if there is an object in the reporting verb. Look at the sentence. He said to me here. Me, I have circled with blue color. This is me, is an object. So we have to use number 1, the structure number 1. And the second one is, if there is no object in the reporting verb, we have to use this one, subject plus said plus that. For example, he said. Look here, there is no object. Dear students, look at the following sentences. I have shown here 2 columns. First one is direct speech and the other one is indirect speech. The first sentence in the direct speech, she said to me I was ill. Look carefully. She said to me, here there is an object me. So we have to use the structure number 1, that is subject plus said to or told plus object plus that. And because there is an assertive sentence in the inverted comma, I was ill. My dear students, look at the indirect speech of this sentence. She is replaced by she, that is subject. Said to is replaced by told, that is told. And me is replaced by me, that is subject plus told plus object plus that. Immediately after that we have used she, because look at the sentence into the inverted comma, I was ill. Here the subject is first person. Here the subject is first person. I was ill. So I has been changed by she, that is she. Had been is changed by was. Was is in the past indefinite tense. So past indefinite tense, we have learned that past indefinite tense will be replaced by the past perfect tense. So we have used here had been. So the answer is, she told me that she had been ill. My dear student, look at the second sentence. He said, I was absent yesterday. Look carefully, there is no object in the reporting verb. He said, only he said. So we have to use the structure number 2. He said that. Look at the following sentence in the indirect speech. He said that. Here also I is the first person. So I is replaced by he. For example, look at the indirect speech. After that we have used he. Similarly, this one is in the past indefinite tense. Was. So it has been changed into had been, past perfect tense. My dear students, in this sentence we have an adverb. Look at the sentence. I was absent yesterday. That is, yesterday is an adverb. Yesterday will be. Can you tell me how yesterday will be replaced and what adverb we will use here? Yes, the previous day. I have used the previous day. So the answer is he said that he had been absent the previous day. My dear students, you know the whole world is going through a critical situation. All the activities are partially stopped. Especially educational institutions are completely stopped all over the world due to this great problem, that is pandemic. Dear student, there are lot of sentences here. You have to change these sentences into indirect speech at home. So write down this sentence and make it into indirect form. After completing that, you will have to compare with the second column. My dear students, this is all today. In the next classes, we will discuss about the rules of reporting verb and how to change direct from direct to indirect sentences. Today, thank you all.